If I'm here, let's see if I'm live. Let me see. Let me check this out. Let me check everything out here, guys. Look what we got to drink today. The Half Acre Deep Space IPA. Let me check the sound. Let me see if I got sound here, guys. One moment. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's see if I'm live. It's time! We are live! From Chicago, in the basement of Bow Better. We're going to drink the Half Acre Deep Space IPA, paired with the Avo Caribe. The fans are going wild. Hopefully they're listening. Hopefully they could hear. Let's check this out, or else I'm going to have to do that again. But it's time for some drinking, some sipping, and some smoking. Let's see, guys. Come on, let's see. That's what I see in my computer, guys. That's what I see there. Let's see. Oh, look at that guy. Come on, baby. That's what I see in my computer, guys. That's what I see there. I got sound. I got sound. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Guys, today we have a little treat here. We have the Avo Caribe right there. Look at that cigar. I haven't put it out of the cello yet. We spent dude, guys, when we're not working, we're spending money. And this Half Acre Imperial IPA, look at this thing. Look at that, dude. We're smoking some of that. We're drinking that hippie shit. We're ready to get the hippie shit going on, guys. Going on. I bought a bunch of cigars today, guys. I bought a few more. I spent some money because we're going to Cabo, and contrary to what everybody's saying, I bring cigars to Cabo. Look at the cigar. Look at the cigar. This is a Caribbean based tobacco because it primarily has a Dominican filler, from what I gather, with a Dominican wrapper. So this is a Dominican cigar. AVO has been around for a long time. I love the colors of that. I love that turquoise. What does that say there? What does that say? Let me see that. What does that say? Come on. Come on, camera. All right. Interesting. It has that Monte Cristo symbol. The Avo family, the Avo family has been making, they're from Cuba. Avo Levizana? I don't know what that says there. Very interesting. But this is an Avo cigars. Like I said, they've been around for a long time. We are going to smoke this puppy, and we're going to drink it with this Half Acre Deep Space IPA. Look at that IPA, guys. We're gonna, I spent the whole day doing nothing, ready for you guys to come to the channel. We could talk MMA if you want. It's okay. What I was primarily thinking of doing was, besides the drinking, was the drink. That's all we were gonna do. Whoa. Whoa, guys. Whoa, take it easy. Battery 50%. Man. Whoa. Can you guys hear me? You guys listening? That was annoying. That was annoying, guys. Watch check. The Timex Waterbury. I wore this out in Cabo. I've worn this before for you guys. I put it on this. I need to get the butterfly release for it. Let me put this up. I put this on these Alpine silicone straps. You might have seen this on a white strap before, or even blue strap. This is a quartz watch. Another watch that's under $100. It's a great buy. Nice look to it. It is a little thick. I don't know what the millimeters is on the thickness. It's a 20 millimeter band, but really attractive chronograph. This was also under $100. This is somewhere in the $60 area for a Waterbury Timex. For a Timex, you can't beat this watch, man. This thing looks elegant. I have numerous straps for it. I could wear it in. I wore it in the ocean. I did surf with this, and it was fine. You know, you could dress it up. I have a white strap with it. This is a beige Alpine silicone with it. It comes in a leather strap. Excellent buy. These Waterburys from Timex for under $100 are fabulous, guys. I highly recommend them. If you're just starting out in a watch collection, or if you want to watch, you don't like watches, that's fine. I'm very happy with this one. I think it was like $69. Like 69 bucks. $69, guys. You know, you just can't beat that. New phone. I don't know if that's going to help any of this presentation. Let me see if I can get this a little even a little higher. Right, boom, boom, boom. See if that works at all. Deep space. I saw a guy picking up a 4-pack of the Deep Space at Binny's. Again, the cigar comes from Binny's too. So, oh man, that looks strong. That's a pretty amberish, very. Whoa, we gonna get fucked up. This beer is gonna kick your ass. This is like 8% or 7.5% by volume. Half Acre Brewing. They used to be, and the guy who recommended it, good looking guy. Don't get good looking guy. Ooh, man, this thing smells good. Yeah, mentioned to me that what was the brewing company that I've been here before, that I've done reviews on before, took over the Half Acre facility over there on Lincoln Avenue. Wow. Very interesting. Very soft leather. A little sweet leather. Like it's going to be with like an amberish, like this beer. Very nice. Like I smell subtle, no spice, but subtle sweetness with a sweet undertone, a sweet sort of, it smells like it's got some sugar to it, which is fantastic. Let's see if it gets there. Let's see if it has that, guys. We're going to get right into it because I've been doing jack shit all day, and all I wanted to do all day is smoke a cigar. So this is the Avo Caribe. It's in the it's premium cigar, guys. It's in that $14 range. Yes, I know it's a little bit more than what we normally like to spend, but when we sipping and smoking, we ain't doing cheap shit, guys. We're not doing the cheap shit. You know, like we're not Top G. We're not going to get in jail. We're not fucking... If we're about flavors and taste and we're about having good things, I don't want to... You know, it was interesting because I went back and I watched the Bout Better Sip and Smoke I did in Cabo. And that was the only time I did the cheap beer. I was wondering if we ever did cheap shit. And at that time, we did the Michelob Ultra. And I didn't have a choice, right? Like there was no... we went to the OXXO. There was no real better choice of beers at the time. Oh my God. This is some strong beer. Um, More maple, very, very hoppy with strong maple. I love they have this dog on there, the two dogs over there. Uh, this is some strong stuff, guys. I don't know if it was the best for this cigar. We're gonna see, but this stuff is designed to get you drunk. There's no other way to mention it. It's look at the husky. It's got husky and Jesus on it. Like strong dog, strong character. Citra, Falconer's Flight Comet. Keep beer cold. It's 10% by volume. So this is no joke, guys. This is strong ass fucking beer. Look at the amber character to it. This is it's strong even for me right now. I've had a few beers already, and it's strong. I'd rather have the cigar right now. The cigar smells lovely. Oh, just look at this. You know, again, higher price than I always want to sort of do the show. The beer was, I believe, we're at $16 for a 4-pack. We're at a premium price, and then we're at a premium price there, and then the cigar is at close to $14. So for this session, we're at like 30 bones just for the beer and for the smoke. But again, it's an Avo Caribe. This thing looks really nice. Off the gate, it looks really nice. I'm gonna do the lots of wood. It has already out the gate. It has a unique taste. Not cedar, but really just subtle wood, a subtle earth. It's really light, and I dig that. I dig that because we've had these full flavored, full bodied cigars, and I bought some other ones. Today I bought a Padron Maduro. I spent like $100 on cigars. That's why I need to fucking keep working. A Padron Maduro, another one of the double broadleaves from Alec and Bradley. I bought this cigar, and then one more cigar. Let's take a look at that cigar. Let me look at the cigar over here. Yeah, so it was also this La Aroma de Cuba is what I got. La Aroma de Cuba. Oh my God, this smells so good. God, it's out of the cellophane. It smells so much better. You know, I don't think we've had one of these that has a little bit more spice to it, but I bought one of those. La Aroma de Cuba. Padron Maduro, which, you know, that I'm gonna take these to Cabo with myself. So this is the Padron Maduro, Dominican. And of course, like we had last time we were live, the fantastic double broadleaf Alec and Bradley. What I've been looking for and what's on my list, and this is this is a Davidoff. I realize now this is a Davidoff number 2 that I've had for over 20 years. This cigar is over 20 years old, guys. It's been in this tube and in a cedar liner, and it smells fantastic. I'm looking for its brethren, right? Interesting. I'm looking for its brethren, but in a vintage model. And they range for like $50, these cigars. You know, so I'm looking for Davidoff number 2. I'm going to have to go grab me some. But that's what's next on the list, guys, a Davidoff. Davidoff, even a Dunhill. Like, I used to work for Alfred Dunhill of London, and yeah, I put the cigars, yes, I do put cigars in this like, just a thing with cedar for now. A bunch of vintage cigars in there, yeah. Just in this plastic tub. You don't have to have a humidor, guys. You can just keep them in these tubs, and you're good. No one's in the chat. Man, this beer. Wow. I've been waiting all day for this cigar. So last time we were talking about frauds and hustlers, and we now see that Andrew Tate's in trouble. There aren't any consequences for MMA Lock of the Night because maybe he's there. You know, like everything that he was done by consent, like everything that like people sent him money for his game. Somehow, maybe he's above ground where he's able to survive and not face any legal consequences. But Andrew Tate's going to face some consequences. I think the money that he was claiming that he had is all smoke and mirrors. He just doesn't have enough of it. There are a lot of rich people in the world. You know, even the Epsteins eventually got, right? Oh my God, I could already tell this is a really nice cigar. It has a little maple to it. It has a sweet hint to it. Out the gate. I could tell, ooh, smells very soft. Not as full chocolatey as other, not full butterscotch. But it's just got that little hint of sweetness. Not a lot of spice. I could tell already it's not a spicy cigar. It's silky. I could tell it's already silky. A very subtle earth tone. It's not fungi. It's not mushroomy. It is almost more like a olive oil or a truffle sort of oil. You know, it's strong. It's in terms of its flavor, and I could tell that already. And somebody was saying that what I'm doing is a faux pas too. I've read that like if you blow into the cigar, you're blowing in the carcinogens, like sort of just as you're like puffing them. I completely disagree, guys. The way I think I light a cigar is perfectly fine. The flame isn't touching the cigar. I'm just rotating it, just roasting it above the flame. It doesn't touch the flame ever. It is fine. It's looking good, guys. Just above, nice and toasty. And then when I inhale it, when I do puff it, that's when we're going to get its char. We're going to get that initial char going, right? We're going to get that initial. Oh man, this is excellent. This is an excellent. It's a Dominican Connecticut shade, I believe. Wow. This is an excellent fucking cigar. Like I love its light character. It's a medium body, great draw, a little subtle sweetness at the end, but the peanuts or the oil sort of characteristic to it is excellent. This is a fantastic Dominican shade Connecticut cigar. toasty, excellent like roast characteristics, not leather. Oh, that little subtle sweetness, like I'm telling you guys, I knew it was there. That after the nuts, there's this little hint of maple. It's just so good. I love that. I love that, guys. I love this is a fantastic cigar. I'm not a big fan of the AVO line historically. Something about the band because I love the color combination, the colorway, and yeah, I buy shit on the based on the packaging. The colorway grabbed me, captured me. I know that AVO was primarily a Brazilian cigar, I believe, when they first started out. So I was hesitant on the Brazilian tobacco because I've never been a big fan of the Brazilian tobacco. But this stuff, this cigar is a fabulous smoke. Fabulous, fabulous smoke. Sorry for the confusion there, guys. Mm. Wow. Like I was saying, guys, I do buy stuff on packaging. Marketing works with me. Um, what people are buying works with me. Like with this beer, the half acre, I've had the half acre daisy cutter, and they make great beer. But when I saw the guy grab the 4-pack, I was like, oh, that's interesting. And it was new. I haven't seen the deep space. And I hadn't seen this beer before. And the guy vouched for it. There was a guy who was like, "Oh, I've had a few 4-packs." He said he had a few 4-packs already. He vouched for it. He knew that the Hop Butcher grabbed their half acres old brewery or tasting room. I don't know where Half Acre went to, but Hop Butcher has actually grabbed their space. So he knew his beer, and I'm like, okay, I do beer reviews. I do cigar reviews. The cigar I bought completely on impulse. Again, guys, I want to try to, even though this is a higher price point, I want to try to get under more often than not. I would try to get cigars that are under that $10 area. I realize that $13-14 might be a little much for a lot of us, but we're in that premium range, and it's hard to go wrong if you get a decent, well-blended cigar at that. It's burning a little hot, guys. You never noticed about the cigar, it's burning a little hot. And I should, and then why I say that is I don't have to puff it, and it's burning on its own, which it shouldn't do. The cigar should actually be going out. Mm. That subtle sweetness at the end, guys. I can't tell you. The start has that just soft leather, soft earth tone, and then the finish has this little soft sweetness to it. This is a good beginner cigar, and it's a cigar that is that or some it's a softer cigar. Like this would go really well with any drink with wine. It would be fantastic. like even a Pinot, a Shiraz, a soft white, a Chardonnay, a Pinot Grigio. Like even a white wine would complement this cigar. Actually, more of a white wine. It's just so subtly, so soft. It's crisp. Doesn't have that some of that pear taste. It is similar to pear in that it has a slight sweetness to it, right? It's that earth tone with a slight sweetness to it. So I guess if the fruit that I would compare it to is a pear. So I think it has more of that Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio kind of complement to it. Wow, guys. I mean, we may have had one shitty beer on this channel so far with the Michelob Ultra. Even that cigar that I had, and I was downing that cigar, but no, I went back and watched the Cabo stream, and that cigar wasn't bad from what I was talking about it. I enjoyed it. If that was our worst cigar that we had, there's not a bad cigar that I've reviewed on this channel. Like you guys have, or I'm lucky enough to smoke and drink good shit. Mm, wow. The finish on the cigar is superb. The cigar on the finish is just really nice. It doesn't have the. I was looking for something different. I got it. You know, I really do prefer that jungle sort of earth funk, that strong sort of deep earth, African Caribbean earth. This has that, but it's so light. It's just different. Like it's coastal. You know what I mean? Like it's that part. It's the beach. It's the jungle with the beach. It's not really full jungle. Really, just excellent smoke. Like very impressed by this cigar. Mm. You know, hate to put a cigar out the gate in the Nine Club, but I got it. You know, it first taste, first notes, first impression. Just gotta be a nine. Another Nine Club, guys. Just another fabulous cigar. Unoffensive, subtle, soft, distinctive. It's not it's rich, but in a different way of richness. It's I love the subtle sweetness to it. I love the band. Love the colorway with the silver, guys. Beautiful band. That's why I bought the damn thing. I'm telling you guys, I bought the thing because of the band. I'm not a big fan of AVO. I saw the different colors. I saw Caribe. I was all about it. You know, love the colorway. Love the silver there in this band, and I think it's testament to the blend. Like I love the silver on that band. It's beautiful, and the wrapper captured me. It was a different color, had that more of a maple uh, characteristic or character to it. It wasn't a Habano or a dark wrapper. It wasn't a super light Connecticut. I was like, oh, that looks interesting. It looked very toasty, just different out the gate. And then, we bought it and I took it out and exactly what I expected, something a little different. Mm, soft aromas, And again, that finish, man, that little subtle sweetness there. It's not a plantainish, it's almost a pear. It's very crisp fruit almost. Nice sweetness to it. And it isn't super nutty, right? It isn't super toasty. So the smoke isn't overwhelming. It's a very soft smoke at the beginning with that nice subtle sweetness. Very nice cigar. This is a very nice blend of tobacco. AVO did a fabulous job on this cigar. Oh, wow. Such a soft aroma. It doesn't hurt the nose at all. It's not super pungent. Really, really nice cigar. I love its unique. It's a different style of smoke. For a Connecticut shade, it's still different. It's different than your Habano style or Cuban cigar. A contrast to what I had last time. It's not super light like just a general. This is a very flavorful Connecticut shade cigar. Usually, again, I always try to search for that butterscotch, that cashew flavor in the Connecticut shade. That's what I prefer. And it may not have that at the start, but it has this really nice, I would say pear, like a very pearish type fruit sweetness at the end. But the start is a little bit more of that peanut. Has a nice, very roasted, soft earth tone to it. It's very soft. And then the finish is just, that finish is just spectacular. So I'm very happy with the cigar. It's in the 9 club, guys. It might even go higher. Like I'm seeing the patina, the oil starting to emanate from this. It's starting to roast in itself. I could see this just getting better and better and better because it's so soft at the start, but the oils now are starting to develop that I think it's going to give me a different character. And I could taste it on the palate. This is the wrong beer to have. Like this Imperial IPA is killing the subtle sweetness and subtle flavors of the cigars I can taste now as I'm talking more. The beer has such high alcohol content. This is like, I'm telling you, like a Chardonnay, a Pinot Grigio, or champagne with this cigar. Right there, guys. Mm. This tobacco, and I was mentioning to the guys earlier, it has a caviar type quality to it, where it's flavorful but it's soft. Like caviar doesn't. It's not supposed to taste like fish, right? It doesn't. Like your best sushi doesn't taste like fish, and this doesn't taste so earthy. It doesn't taste so. And I love that earth. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love that dirt. I want that dirt. I want that funk. I want that mushroom. I want that strong plantain. You know me. I've just told you guys what I like, but this has that subtle and soft characteristic to it that I needed. That I need to contrast. It's just it is very nice. It's in that $14 range, guys. So I know it's a little bit more premium, and I gotta just go to work. When I'm not working, man, I tell you what, guys. Did I wear this shirt last week? I don't remember if I wore this shirt last week, but it's all right. But when I don't work, I'm drinking expensive beer and smoking expensive cigars. But you know, here's it. Other people have $100 bar tabs. I walked out $100 for the cigars I got 4-pack of this Deep Space and 12-pack of the Lagunitas IPA Heroes. Oh my God, yes. Yes, it's getting better, guys. The center now has that like peanut, really soft nut to it, and the sweetness is getting sweeter. Maybe it's the contrast with the liquor. The liquor. I am one with the liquor. The Deep Space. 10%, guys. Strong as fuck. Mmm. That finish, baby. So good. I love choosing new cigars, finding new cigars that like kick ass. I love that shit. You know? It's like I had a friend and somebody who was trying to tell me about MMA gambling. He doesn't even MMA gamble. He doesn't gamble, period. And he's trying to tell me about gambling and MMA gambling the other day. I just laughed at the dude. I'm like, even people that like, you could, like, I met a guy today at Benny's that knew his cigars. I could tell he knew his cigars. Like, I was like, oh, they were like this like display, and he was looking at this display of these 4-packs, these pre-4-packs that they made. And I'm like, oh, none of these are really good, except for this one. This one has a La Aurora, and it had a my father cigar. Out of the 4 cigars, like, this one's a good package. And he's like, oh yeah, and he knew about my father and La Aurora. He was like, oh, my father, they're originally a Cuban company, La Aurora. He knew about it. I was like, it's just like going to buy the watches. You know, the watches. Am I going to buy a watch from somebody that doesn't know watches? I don't think so. They're just like a cigar. The watches have a story. There's something behind the watches, or the watchmaker, or the jeweler, or the salesperson, even the guns. Knowledge sells. You know, besides the talk and the spiel, you sure the person sells it, but they have to have some knowledge sometimes of it, or the organization sells it. Like if they're a reputable jeweler, like that's why Honda. You go to Honda, and I remember working for Honda for a moment and hated the guy's attitude, but the Honda sold themselves such a good car, they did sell themselves, right? Same with the Subaru. But in the luxury market, when you're selling somebody on a $400 lighter, you either have a relationship with them, or you have such knowledge and such understanding of why this should be $400 as opposed to your dollar lighter. What distinguishes this? $14-karat gold plating. Very soft plating. It will wear. It's a very soft plating. I think it's over a nickel with this nice knurl to it, right? It has. It didn't. I thought it had. Yeah, it does. On the side there has the Dunhill marking, right? Very, very subtle etching there. Distinguished lighter, one of the first patented lighters in history. And sure, it lights like any other lighter. You need something to burn light, but it just like a Zippo, it sparks and it lights every time. Every time, guys. Every time I touch it, it's going to light up. Right? And the gold is everywhere on it. Even on the inside, you can't see it, but it's there. So there's a 14 karat gold plate lighter. $400. The cigar cutter, just like the lighter, have had over 20 years. They look brand new, don't they? Had these over 20 years. Why? Because great grade of stainless steel, 14 karat gold plated edging, right? Like it's when you pay $100 for a cigar cutter, you're gonna get quality if you buy the right shit. You know, I'm looking at some new watches, more watches, guys. I got a watch coming, Chinese watch, believe it or not. I'm gonna show it to you guys. Hmm. That was classy. That burp. Test. 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 Okay, yeah, I have volume. I just don't have anybody joining me in the chat, or nobody's with me here. That's all right. So we're going back to Cabo at the end of the month, guys. Excited. You know, I wish I was in Cabo this week, or in California with the big waves, or Hawaii. Right? Like, I wish I was there now, but I gotta pay for the end of the month. I gotta still make rent. Took off my shoes. God, I love cigars. Let me go and get another beer. I don't want to ash this yet. The roll on that cigar is awesome. Another of the deep space. Nobody in the chat to join me. That's all right, guys. I still love all of you. I'm not taking any of your money. I'm not fucking up your shit. I'm not toxic. I'm not trying to convince you to hate women, to be an asshole. Yeah, you know, that's what I figured out about the Jesse on Fire, why I don't like that guy. Like, he wants to be an asshole. It's like, that's his thing. He's like, oh, I want to be an asshole. Which is suspect. Who wants to be an asshole? Who in the, you know, like, I want to be a fuckhead. Like, I get it to some extent, but that's not like That's the old me. I used to want to be that, or I was that way. But that's why I was like, like wondering why I was hating on the guy, or why I found him suspect. It's like the dude looks for conflict. He's one of those people that wants problems. He needs drama. Like when they're like, like people like the first thing, which is very interesting. With women that say, or people that say, "Oh, I'm a low drama. I don't want drama." If that's the first thing they're saying, they're all about the drama. Right? They're all about the conflict, right? If the first thing they're mentioning about their character is like, I'm low drama, low maintenance, usually the first things that people use to describe themselves are the opposite of what they are, right? So beware of what, or not beware, but when usually people describe themselves, if they have to describe themselves, the opposite is usually true of what they choose what they describe themselves as, right? That there's always that hidden area. I, or fortunately or unfortunately, describe myself by what I do, right? Like I usually define myself by my actions, good or bad, right? But I drink, into drinking, into smoking. I'm into gambling. I gamble, right? I'm into watches, into fine cigars, fine things. Right now we're moving into qualities. We're not moving into actions again. Even though I'm fat, I love. I'm into bicycling. I skateboard. I surf. I snowboard. We're going to be surfing in Cabo when we get to Cabo. Fat guys, yeah, fat guys do surf. You don't have to have this Adonis body to catch a wave. It's not that hard. We're not talking about gambling right now, or we are. Like I got my two bets. I am happy with my one dog pick and I'm on the Brazilian women. I'm on catch a beating. Burped again, very unclassy. Catch a beating over Sarge, who's good at gas. Everybody expects Sarge. Sarge is a fucking. The problem that why Sarge is a big favorite is because catch a beating Cachoeira has no takedown defense, right? Like, and when she's on the floor, she could struggles to get up, but she's somewhat helpless. Like she's just a brawler. So she's a Brazilian woman, a Brazilian, like everybody always expects like a Brazilian to play soccer or to do jujitsu, right? Like, and she's one of those that she probably doesn't do jujitsu and can't play soccer. She just fights. She just strikes. She knows how to fucking strike. She knows how to brawl. She's a tough woman, right? That's what she is. Everybody always, you meet a Brazilian. Me, my first thing when I meet a Brazilian is can you skateboard? Because Brazilians skateboard their asses off. Some of the best skateboarders in the world, Brazilian. And surfers. They could surf their ass off. Brazilians love sport. They love the surf. And not all of them could play soccer. I had a Brazilian friend. He couldn't play soccer to save his life. He touched the ball, but he could surf his ass off. Couldn't skateboard, but he could surf like a motherfucker. My boy Claudio, and I remember that dude. Man, he catch waves, and when he caught that wave, boy, man, he big fans of fucking goddamn water coming from him. Super good turns. Super fast on the wave. Excellent style, man. Guy could surf his ass off. Could not play soccer. Can't do any ball sports. No basketball. Couldn't skateboard to save his life either, which I was surprised. But man, you put that motherfucker on the surfboard, you put him in the water. That was fucking top tier, top G, top tier fucking goddamn surfer. With fucking big fans of goddamn water. That dude threw spray. He threw buckets of shit of water. When he would do his turns, that shit would. You'd hear him. Fans of that shit, man. I always loved his style. Loved the way he surfed because, he added that element to the surf. You were behind him. I used to love him throwing spray at me if I were paddling back out. After I caught a wave, or if I was on the inside, or even if I was on the outside, and he was by me, he'd look at me, smile, and then just throw this fucking nice turn on me, and just throw this water at me. Fuck, I fucking love it. I didn't hate that shit. I heard there's some dudes that don't like that shit. He was showing off on me, threw spray on me. I'm like, motherfucker threw spray on you? You complain about that shit? You go and try to throw some spray on some other motherfucker. Dudes, he threw spray on me. like as though he spat on him. You were in the spot where he needed to throw spray on you, and you got sprayed. I remember Claudio very well because he was kind enough. He had a home. He was staying near the Great Highway over there in San Francisco, and they had like this, like people have this storage area in their apartments here, like they do anywhere else. He let me store my boards there, and they were very secure. He gave me a key, and I stored my boards there, so I didn't have to. I was coming from the Mission or from Bernal Heights at the time, and I didn't have to take my boards on public transportation, or I didn't have to drive with them if I had a small car. Like if I had, had my big boards, like for big waves, I could store them there, and he allowed me to store them at his house. And he did that for a lot of people. And when you walk into the storage area, there were just a ton of boards, man. It was really cool. Now, in retrospect, when I think about it, that was very nice of him to do. And it was cool to be a part of that because everybody that had a board there was a serious surfer. And I would meet guys that I've never, like Ocean Beach in San Francisco is one of these places where you never know who was surfing where. Like you couldn't say, oh, he doesn't surf big waves, or he can't surf, or this or that, because it was so big, and we knew who was who at certain spots, right? Especially if you surfed like at Fort Point or at Dead Man's, right? Or if you exclusively surfed in a certain area, like I surfed at Slope quite a bit. I was known there, like people knew me, but I couldn't say that I didn't know, or I could never say like, oh man, yeah, I'll never see you surf. I don't know who you are. You know what I mean? Because it was such a big beach. And that was indicative of this room where Claudio allowed all these people to keep their boards, and anybody that he associated with and that had their boards there was a serious surfer. And there were dudes, like guys that I would see in there that I never saw before. I'd be like, oh, I'm a friend of Claudio's, and I knew that they were serious. I was like, I never saw that dude in my life before, but I knew he was on, he was on point, because he was a friend of Claudio and he had his board in this room. I knew the dude could get it on. You know what I mean? Like, I love that shit too. Like, you knew the dude could put it on. Like, just because he was there, man, he was already brother. Like, because I was brothers with Claudio, he was part of my brethren. That's one thing about my like when I gave people the John Wick coin. I'm serious about that shit. If I gave you that coin, or if I count you in my circle, you're in my circle. Like I got you, for the long haul, right? I'm one of those dudes. Like, if people say, "Oh, I know where Burrow's my boy," that's saying something, right? And vice versa. If I say you're my boy, that's saying something. And I'm gonna see a few of my boys tomorrow, going to a bar, chill out with old high school buddies. They're all my boys. Man, this is a good cigar. This is a damn good cigar. Look at how it's holding it. The quality of the roll is astounding. Right? I put this down and it's still holding its form. Right? Whoever rolled this cigar is a master. Like, I'm good at all things, but a master of none. My dream is to be a master of something someday. But whoever rolled this cigar is a goddamn master. Like, I love the placations. Look at the beautiful placations on this thing. I think it's rolled perfectly. This is the best Dominican cigar I've had in years. This is telling me that, remember I was telling you guys before, the Ecuadorian Honduran, and there is some Ecuadorian Honduran filler in here, but Dominican filler primarily, with that Dominican wrapper. This is telling me that, hey, don't count the Dominican Republic out yet, Roberto. Like, there's still some of the best tobacco in the world grown in the Dominican Republic. For a time, as I mentioned, it was the epicenter of the cigar world, even more than Cuba. And this cigar is testament of why that's the case. This, guys, I'm giving it a 9.5. I'm putting it up there. It is so subtly sublime, so subtly flavorful, great aromas, silky, with that hint and it's getting that sweetness is getting even more sweet. It's getting even better. Great cigar, guys. 9.5. 9.5 club. And the AVOs used to be more of a Brazilian blend. That this is the Dominican blend of it. They got a hold of some really good Dominican tobacco on this cigar. This is a fabulous. I don't think we've had many Dominican cigars on this channel, but this thing is just superb. Like, I'm glad I had it. I got to go back and get more. Look at that construction. Look at that ash. And I'm not even trying to like hold the ash. Whoever rolled this cigar is just, I could see there's a line there that I could see the vein that matches the wrapper. It's really just superb. Like, they weren't like just trying to do it fast. Whoever rolled the cigar took their time. They were tranquilo. They were just chill and did their job and know what they're doing. Like, I could the way it was wrapped and constructed adds to the flavor. I know that sounds absurd, guys, but it isn't. Think about whatever industry you're in. Like, think of welding. Like, who makes a good weld, right? Like, this is a well-welded cigar. You know what I mean? Like, whoever, like, certain people put your car parts together. Like, they didn't need a certain torque wrench, or if they use a torque wrench, this is spec. This was designed or wrapped, rolled to bring the best out of the tobacco they could. Whoever rolled this cigar wanted to smoke it, right? Like, you roll up a good joint yourself. You wanted that shit fucking pearly, nice and tight, well fluid, even, no bumps. Amazing. Again, the finish on this cigar is so good. The subtle peanut nut on the start with slight earth, not deep dirt earth, but that nice crisp fruit finish. 9.5, guys. 9.5. One of the best cigars I've had on this channel. I can't believe it. I used to hate AVO. I used to fucking diss AVO cigars. And here I am, fucking having an AVO, giving it one of the highest ratings I've given any cigar. Fabulous cigar. Love the colorway. Love the band. Love the blend of the blend. Whoever designed this cigar, who said, okay, we're going to put the Dominican wrapper, Dominican filler with Honduran filler, and I believe a Honduran binder. I'm not positive, but the blend is just nice. It's not overwhelming. They created something that was a different varietal, right? Like, this is like just a different varietal. I don't want to say it's a Chardonnay or a Pinot Grigio, because it still has that full character to it. I mean, it is a nice varietal. It's a unique blend of smoke. So this weekend, the other bet I have, other than Catch a Beating, I'm on Catch a Beating, guys, against Sarge, because Sarge is going to not get the takedown. She's fall in love with her hands, and she's going to get lit up. Catch a Beating's going to fucking light her up real fast and real hard and keep on it, and might finish her. And Caitlin Villeda is going to do the same to Rocky Pennington. Rocky Pennington's going to be like, oh, I could take down this other girl, and then she's going to have a hard time taking down Caitlin Villeda. Caitlin Villeda's not going to go down. And Caitlin Villeda is going to also get the knockout. I'm going to go with the finish or the TKO with both of my Brazilians. And I may parlay that shit. Serious. I may parlay both of their finishes together to get that money. Those are my two bets this week, and those are my only two bets. I ain't betting anything else. I ain't betting Jimmy Flick by submission. I ain't betting this guy by decision. I might go. Imavov has been my moneymaker for a while, guys. I've been on Imavov big time. And he's a dog with Strickland on 4 days' notice. I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know why people are on that Strickland tip. Right? They've been, the guy talks shit. Imavov gasses, yes. He does gas. But Imavov is a dog, dude. The guy is just super tough, great striking. Him and Strickland have very poor striking defense. In fact, all of them do. All my picks this weekend, all three. Caitlin Villeda, poor striking defense. Imavov's poor striking defense. Quechueta, no striking defense whatsoever. But Quechueta is like as far as women goes, that's a zombie girl, right? That's zombie girl. Like, she fucking could take a... Like, Sarge can't, take a punch. You know, Rocky. They're all their opponents are strong hammers, but are not good nails. When they get hit, they don't fucking respond very well. So I'm all over my three, and I'm gonna parlay that shit. Watch, I'm gonna put him in a Trixie tomorrow. I'm gonna put him in a Trixie, and I'm gonna Trixie the finishes for all three of them people as well. I'll put the three Trixies to make some money, and those are going to be like, well, it's more than 3 bets, and it's like 9 bets then. Guys, remember that when you're making a Trixie, you're making 9 parlays, right? Or what is it? Yeah, 9 parlays. Hmm. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Those are my 3 bets for this week, guys. I'm not going to go strong on them, although unit, $300, guys. It's watch money. I need watch money. I need more watch money. I need that Cabo money. Losing 300 this week, if I'm wrong on my bets, it's gonna hurt. I need that money. That's my Cabo like condo money, right? That we're putting up. So we're gonna risk it because we put in a little overtime this week. We worked hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. Nope. Can't do the band yet. Oh, there goes Ash. Oh. Oh no. Oh, we can just chill. Oh. I love this band, by the way, guys. The colorway is fucking fabulous. The silver with that turquoise, very Caribbean. Love it. It sold me. The band sold me. I bought this because of the band, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I went with the band because the cigar, the blend is superb. Oh no! Oh, beautiful band. Love that band. And again, I was not a big fan of AVO cigars. Avo cigars, like, not a big fan of them, but this cigar is just fabulous. Again, guys, leave a comment in the comment section. Like and subscribe if you want. You know, I know I don't have the subscribership that I once had or could have was growing, but that's all right. I got a good cigar. I don't need you guys. Other people need, Jesse on Fire needs new subscribers and stats and figures because he does this for a living. I work for a living. And Joe Rogan or who else? When Joe Rogan wants to have me on to smoke some cigars, have some beer, I'm there for it, Joe Rogan. I'm there. I'm there, Joe. I don't need your shit. I'm bringing good shit, just like Mike Tyson brought the good old weed. I'm bringing my own cigars. I'm bringing my own drink. I don't need your shit. You're inviting me on to talk about the shit that I bring. Right? And I'm going to talk. I'm going to be talking on your show. I'm going to be kissing your ass, wanting to talk about this and that. Actually, we will talk about a bunch of stuff. It'd be interesting, the discussion Joe Rogan and I would have. Because the first level of discussion I'm going to have is about comedy. And I'm going to tell Joe, you're not funny, but you have funny friends. right? So like I may not be rich, and I don't have rich friends anymore. And one time I had supposedly rich friends. If you're not rich, it's good to have rich friends. They bring you to their boats, fly you on their planes. You go to their sports boxes, invite you as the sidearm to go to these fancy events, right? Like you get to enjoy the same shit as rich people do, but you're just the poor friend, right? Like you're not the rich guy, but you still get to enjoy the rich shit. So if you're not rich, it's good to be a friend of a rich person. This cigar, guys, love sharing it with you. Love you, you know. Just again, I can't. I keep going back to the finish. Like it is just so subtly sweet. It has this. It's just so nice. It's not overwhelming, and then at the very end, there's almost nothing to the draw. There's nothing, and then when you exhale, and then there's that like little sweet character to it. It's fucking nice, man. Like it doesn't have the earth is not there. It's not leathery. It's all about that finish, guys. Like it just has that toasty start. Hey, that not even peanut, but like it's so soft and silky on the start, and the finish that's that nice like pear, apple, like finish is unique, man. This is a guys go and buy this cigar. Go and buy this. Like all the other cigars, but this is a damn good. The Caribe blend. Now, I went back and bought a couple broadleafs. Right, I'm gonna have to go back and buy some of these. This cigar you don't have to. Remember all the time I'm saying, oh, this would be a good cigar you age. That you have to sit on. This is just a good cigar now. Now you don't have to fucking age it. It is as good as it's going to get. It can't get any better. In fact, it's going to get worse. I think over time, this cigar will not age well. This is it's just like a white wine. White wines, I don't think they age white wines. You don't see 20-year-old white wines. Like you have to have them in the first couple of years that they're blended and made. Same with this cigar. This is a cigar right now that is top notch, best quality. It's as good as it's going to get. You don't need to age this thing. You don't need to put it in a humidor. You smoke this now. Damn. So those are my 3 bets, guys. Catch a Beating, Caitlin Vieira, Imavov. All by finish, maybe. Can Imavov finish fucking Strickland? He should. Imavov's a bad dude. I'm telling you, man. People are not overlooking Imavov. He was there. Why is Imavov was a minus 300 or almost a minus 300 favorite against Gastelum, and then he drops to an underdog against a late 4-day notice Strickland? I don't get that shit at all. Who would win between Gastelum and Strickland? Strickland doesn't shoot for a takedown. He has wrestling, he has jiu-jitsu. He is not going to the floor. He doesn't want to. He doesn't need to. So those are my picks for this week. I'm not going heavy on them. I'd avoid this card, guys. Gambling wise, I don't think that it's a very good gambling card. I'd wait till the end of the month or the next card. Better odds, better bets. I'm not liking McKinney talking shit right now. McKinney's my boy. He's in a fight. He's already thinking of like Paddy Pimblett, and he's in a dog fight, you know? He's in Brazil too. Like, this could be can it be a Brazilian sweep? Like, guys, I need to examine this a little bit more, look at it a little bit better. We'll talk about that in our next stream. I think I might have off. I'm not positive. I might be able to go live. Hit me up in the chat what you guys are thinking about next week too. I'm done talking. But I'm going to stay with you guys through the cigar. Despite nobody in the chat, despite nothing to talk about, there's always something to talk about. You can always talk about, like, Taint, Andrew Taint. You know, I could talk about, what we talk about? Dana White, you know, with the white privilege. Talk about white privilege. You know, like, he slapped his wife on camera. Apologized for it, but he didn't ever said he did say he was wrong, but he sort of like said, we're handling it myself. Like, I myself, I did something like that, I'd be like coming out and being like, I'm so sorry, guys. But this is an MMA business where you could do coke and fight and nobody's going to say shit. Right? You could be beaten by your spouse, like, or beat Hardy got Showtime, you know, prime time. Right? Like, we're in the blood business. The blood business and the gambling business is not a clean business. There's no honor here. The only honor is if you pay your debts. You pay the people you gamble with or against. You say, oh, I got you. You know, you're gambling. You pay your fucking debts. And that's why fucking MMA and Lock of the Night fucked up. You know, in my book, I ain't fucking deal with it. I'm not going to do anything to the guy. But he's persona non grata. Right? I'm not even going to go up to him. I see Manpreet now on the street. I go to Canada. I see him. I'm not going to be like, oh, man, Manpreet, I used to love your shit. Nah, man. I ain't going to harm him. I'm not going to fucking, you know, I'm going to leave him alone. But he ain't going to get my attention at all. And if I see people giving attention, I'm not going to fucking bother with the guy. Right? I'm not going to bother with him. I'm not going to, you know, same with Andrew Tate. I'm not going to bother these people. They're not going to get my attention, though. They're not going to get my respect. They're not going to get my attention. Here's a good thing. A little dinner thing. Like, if you could have dinner with any fighter, which fighters are you going to have dinner with? I know right away. My number one is Chael Sonnen. I'm going to have dinner with Chael Sonnen. I don't care if he ripped people off. I don't care if he did steroids. Number one. Number two, you're going to not be surprised by this, is John Jones. I would love to party with John Jones. Maybe do some coke with him. Fucking let's do some coke, John Jones. Let's do it, man. Let's go, buddy. Let's do some hard drugs, man. Like John Jones. And, and third, not third, but uh, fucking Strickland is somebody that I don't want to party with Strickland. Because Strickland's the type of dude, like, you never know what he's going to do to you. You know, he might get angry at you and fuck your ass up. But he's somebody also that you want to have dinner with. But rather than him, if I'm doing that level, I want to be with Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz probably like is my number 3, or if not number 1, right? Like I love Nick Diaz. I want to fucking just hang out with him, have some shots, smoke a cigar. He don't smoke a cigar, that's fine. Smoke a joint. Like I can't smoke a joint anymore. I can't do it, but you know, a Nick Diaz is gonna be up there. BJ Penn. Michael Bisping. Would love to have dinner with Michael Bisping. Fucking would love to fucking share a table with him. He can smoke a cigar, drink some beer. You know, St. Pierre, same way, but like let's get this list more concise. Let's go back to like be real specific. Uh, and Nick Diaz, I wouldn't put in the top 3 because Nick Diaz isn't going to talk much, right? He's gonna hang out. He's gonna be cool with you, but he's not gonna talk much, right? So Chael Sonnen is still number 1, and then Michael Bisping probably number 2, because they're gonna be very, very interesting people. They're gonna tell stories. They're going to enjoy their drinking, enjoy whatever you're doing with them, and they're very talkative people, right? Like those 2 MMA fighters. Who's number 3? Who should fill my 3rd slot of? Put in the comment section who your top 3 MMA fighters you'd have dinner with. I mean, I love the way Demetrius Johnson talks. I don't find him phony, but he's very interesting person. Same with Henry Cejudo, very interesting. I'm gonna throw out the Sugar Show. Like I don't want to party. Even Patty, I don't want to party with those guys. Like I don't want to have dinner with them because they don't have anything, in my opinion, really to contribute to a larger thing about MMA or life in general. Like Chael Sonnen number 1 for sure, and then Michael Bisping number 2. Who would I put as number 3? Let's think about that. Number 3 may not be in MMA, but is in that sphere. I'd love to have pizza with the Michael kid, the little kid that does jujitsu, or the Gracie killer, Japanese guy. I think, or Ratong, not Ratong, but yeah, I think what's the number 3? The 3rd slot's gonna be John Bones Jones for sure. Yeah, John Bones. I would like to have dinner with John Bones Jones for sure. That's my 3. Number 1, Chael Sonnen. Number 2, Michael Bisping. Number 3, John Bones Jones for sure. The funny thing is that those guys they didn't fight each other. Michael Bisping didn't fight him, but they're all older guys, older generation, I guess. All time. who you could have dinner with. Those three. Phantom Schmiegel. How many units I'm putting on Imov? I'm putting 1 unit on Imov. As a dog, I got to do it. I'm putting 1 unit on Imov. I can't bet. I mean, I can't. Strickland is good. Fucking dude, how good do you have to be? I think Strickland is smart in a bad way. Like, the dude has to be doing this to fight out his contract, or he got paid big time, or maybe if he was smart, if I was Strickland's manager, I'd be like, all right, we're gonna do this fight. Even we had 3 fights before, we're gonna call that we're signing a new contract, and we're giving him 3 fights at this price now. We're not doing the old price, right? Because it doesn't make any sense for my client to be taking this. He's fucking doing you guys a favor. He's at a big disadvantage, even though it's a catch weight. It's a big disadvantage. Like, I don't get who's representing these guys or themselves. I don't get how they don't, but I think that Strickland is smart. And if he's smart, he maybe says, all right, well, this is my last fight with you guys. Maybe I have no contract with you anymore. If Strickland was smart, he'd get out of this, go to BKFC, go to bare knuckle fighting, or to the PFL, or not PFL, but bare knuckle, because the dude doesn't do any ground anymore. So go there, like, use your advantage taking these short notice fights on top of the 50 grand or whatever they're gonna give you or spice you up to take the fight, because he got paid, he got sprinkled, like, Strickland got sprinkled to take this fight. He got sprinkled. So take the fight, but get paid for it, right? Like, Strickland got paid, man. So, really, it doesn't matter the units I'm putting down on what and what. Strickland is a badass. How bad? Strickland is like, anytime, any day, right? He's a fighter's fighter. Strickland is a bad motherfucker, and that's why he's the favorite now. Because the dude just, he puts up or shut up. He's like, yo, I'll fucking fight right now. That's a real fighter. The Diaz brothers the same way. That's why, like that, Nick and Nate Diaz would be my number 3 in my list of having dinner with, but they're not very interesting guys. You know what I mean? They're very nice to party with and probably drink with, because they could hang with me. Like, because I'm a drinker and a smoker, so they could probably, like, I can hang with them. But they're not, like, very interesting people. I know where they're from. I know Stockton. I know Cali. One of my boys is from, I still consider a boy. I haven't talked to him in like fucking 15 years, but I got a boy from fucking 209, Stockton, fucking championship wrestler that I used to hang with, smoke cigars with. And the dude was a fucking monster. And I didn't give him no respect. I used to fucking treat him. I used to treat his ass. Treat his ass. I remember him. I used to fuck with that dude all the time, man. That dude was a badass motherfucker, though. He still is a badass. He's a millionaire now. He's a badass dude, though. Don't fuck with him. Don't fuck with the dude. Do not fuck with dudes who are from Stockton. I'll tell you that much. Fresno, my other boy, like Fredo from Fresno, and Stockton, California. Do not fuck with people from Northern Cali. When from Northern Cali, you don't fuck with those dudes. Don't fuck with those dudes, man. Southern Cal guys, little wussies. You Southern Cal, I got no respect for your ass. L.A., you know, Huntington Beach. You from Stockton, man? You from something? Dude, Stockton's ghetto. Like it's not ghetto, but it's like Mexican ghetto. Like people don't realize, like Stockton is, they're Mexican American, right? Being Mexican American, being Mexican in those areas is tough, man. Like you're coming from a service class, hard-working family. Like the Diaz parents, their parents, I don't know their history, but I can say that their parents, even if they were involved or not involved in raising them that hard, were hardworking people, or drug addicts, or straight crackheads, zombies. Stockton has some straight ass fucking crackheads, like meth heads. They got some straight, but they didn't come from nothing. I'm just saying that. Like they had the opportunity, and their parents probably provided for them to train and do well. Their parents are hardworking Mexican families, or white family, even white family. They're like, if you're poor in that area, you're a tough person, right? You're working in factories or the farm, or like it ain't easy. Like Stockton ain't rich. I can see why he represents 209 all the time, because the hard ass 209 Stockton has got some. There's some tough motherfuckers out that area, and it's different from being from Iowa. It's different from being in Ohio. And you from Stockton, you a tough motherfucker. There's some strong ghetto ass bullshit there, and some Mexican ghetto shit too. Like even the Mexican American bullshit. You know, it's not a subtle environment. So those guys earned what they no, how long am I gonna be on them? I'm gonna get off. Dude, guys, stop parlaying these heavy favorites. Create bets. Like I learned this beyond the one time I lost with Amanda Nunes. Before Amanda Nunes, for me, betting her and putting her in a parlay was an exception. I never, I'd rather put two 50-50 bets, right? I'd rather like put Cachueta, Catch a Beating, and Caitlin Vieta in a parlay. Like that might be my main parlay this week. Look at the numbers, guys. Stop this. Oh, I'm just gonna add that. That was fucking fucking lock of the nights technique, and all these other guys. Oh, it might be a parlay piece. Hell no. Why? To get how much are you betting, and how many points are you going to get on that bet? It's ridiculous. These guys that would put these big do not parlay dime favorites. Do not parlay them. Do not parlay their winning method. Like, look at other options. Look at other over-unders. They came out today. I didn't look at them. Guys, I didn't look at them. I had other shit to do. They came out today or yesterday on me because I'm on DraftKings now. I don't parlay that shit anymore. You know, I didn't before. I tried to tell people that. They're not going to listen to me. And you see why the number grows, right? It grew because everybody is parlaying it. Right? Like, why do that? Why add that? Go for what your instincts are. Go for, like, Like, I'd rather get like Caitlin Vieta and Cachueta as a parlay. What does that turn out to be? I'm gonna guess like I'm gonna get a good number because catch a beating is like plus 200 now, and then Vieta is like minus 120 last time I looked at it. So I'm assuming if I parlay it, I'm going to be at like plus 300, plus 400 in that range. That's the play I'm going to make. I'm not parlaying favorites, guys. I parlay my dogs. I parlay like my even money or dog bets, right? That's how I afford the watches. That's how I get the silver. Parlaying big favorites is a big stupid idea. Because yeah, that bet is that one's covered, but it added what plus 115 or not 115, but plus 15, plus 30. Like, I mean, look at the numbers of what it generates for you for your bet. Like, put that person in for your $10 bet or your $20 bet or your $100 bet and see how much it adds to it, and you'll see. I don't have to fucking tell you guys. Like, you'll see that it's not worth the money. Even adding that sure thing is not worth the money. Like, you know, you guys see the bets. The beer is strong. I'm not going to give it a rating yet. Do not put these big. Why are you putting a big number in your parlay? Right? I tried to tell this. People at my work don't listen to me because they're football people, but they don't understand gambling. This is a gambling channel. From all my mistakes, do not. Sometimes don't look at like. I've given you guys like parlays. I've given you guys like. Don't look at my record as like winning picks. Actually, you could, but look at what I've done. Gambling, which you guys haven't had privy to, right? Like, do not parlay. Yeah, flick by sub. Yeah, sub or nothing. But here's my point, my big point, guys. Or you're not going to listen to me. It doesn't matter. Stop parlaying these people. I'm the parlay prop king. Like, and I parlay props. I do. Because I get such a good number. That's where you put your $5 bet in. Put your $5 bet on this 10-leg fucking 20. You know, I've learned that, yeah, I could win $900 on $5 on a 9-leg parlay. But I'd rather take that $5 and parlay like 2 props that I think could possibly happen and get good enough plus money on it to make $80 rather than $1,000. The 2 picks rather than the 9 picks. The 2 props together. Here. I'm gonna put maybe 25, maybe $50 on Vieta and Cachoeira by Finish, for example. You guys tell me what that line is. I'm not looking at it right now. I can't tell you. I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna throw $25, $50 on it. That's what I'd rather do than even the even my money line is good because he's a dog. He's dog money at this point. Like what? Strickland is active. Strickland is what it is, but I'm on emo off. So, but people bet MMA gamblers are idiots. Yeah, I'm an idiot too, but I could have. Can I afford? I shouldn't. I can't afford to lose that $50 or $100 right now. I got a little vacation coming up. I want to go fucking scuba diving with fucking Joey. I want to fucking ride a horse on the beach. Maybe do some fucking goddamn jet skiing. I gotta have money for the fucking goddamn nice condo that we're staying at. So I can't afford to lose money. So I'm not going to risk a lot of money. But if I'm going to put that $20, that $50 or $100 on something, I might increase my chances of losing with Cachoeira, for example, and Vieta as money line bets, like as a parlay. That Cachoeira Vieta, it would be my parlay because I already have both on the money line. I got 1 unit on Vieta and a half a unit on Catch a Beating because she is Catch a Beating on the money line. So I'll throw like maybe another $25, like $50 on their parlay and $20 on both of them finishing. And then another like 25 on them, the parlay of them finishing. And if I went out, I'm good. I got Cabo money, right? Like I don't manage my betting well, and I admit that, guys. Unlike all these other people, I got good picks. Joey's got good picks. I could pick anything I want. If I were just doing straight, but I don't make money off of making my picks because you're betting favorites and there's no juice to the squeeze. I gotta squeeze these bets, guys. I gotta create that plus money. You know, and it's how you create that plus money that's important. Plus money. My boy Ron knows about that shit. That plus money. Like I'm gonna create that plus money. And I love when I win that with that plus money. I win those bets. It doesn't happen always. But I'd rather do it 1 or 2 bets. Guys, parlays, 2 parlays. Prop bets, same thing. 2 prop bets in a parlay. Or a prop bet with a money line. Right? Like, if somebody's so good, like Jimmy Flick, he's sub or nothing. Right? You could just grab him by the sub in itself, but you parlay him with, like, Kalen Vieta. And you're going to get some good plus money. You know what I mean? Like, I might throw 10 on that. You know what I mean? I used to make 45 bets a fucking goddamn event. Props, money lines, fucking parlays. Now I'm like, okay, I'm good at, I know what I do. I know my lane. I know what my predictive ability is and what it's creating. And so I keep it all in 2 increments of basically 2 or 3. I don't mind the trick. I love the Trixie. I don't mind the Trixie because if I win my Trixie, I'm good. It beyond covers all the bets I make a profit. When I make a Trixie bet and I give that to you guys, in my Trixie, and my bets never have that like minus 700, guys. No, I'm not betting every fight this weekend. If I move in my Trixie, I got a profit. And now what I'm doing with my profit, I'm buying silver or a watch. Buying silver or gold or a watch. I need that's the way I look at it. I'm like I used to think of it like in terms of my girl. She needed Pandora money, you know. And now I need watch money. I need fucking silver money. So I'm gonna flip, and that's what I do. Is I pocket my profit. I pocket it, and then I flip what I did bet, that first 20, that first 50, that first 100. I'll bet that. Whatever profit is, I like made a hockey bet earlier. Rangers all the way. Rangers on my team this year. So guys, when your cigar goes out, you light it the same way you did at the start, right? Like if it goes out, don't fucking torch it. Do the same thing you did at the beginning, right? And if you want to torch it or toast it again, guys, this CAO cigar, 9.5, truly one of the best cigars I've had. Subtle, soft, excellent blend, silky smoke, unoffensive. I actually genuinely prefer a more like I'm saying a jungle, stronger, more full-bodied, full-flavored. With this cigar, my guys, the finish on the cigar is it's great. Like you have to have this cigar. Even now at the end, it now it has. I love that it has now more of that leathery character to it, but it's so soft still, and the sweetness is still there. Pearish finish, that pear finish, man. I'm telling you, this is a 9.5, guys. It's like one of the best cigars I've reviewed. Great quality, great roll. The aromas are fabulous. It's soft to the nose, not peppery. It has a Oh, now at the finish, man, it's fucking really good. I'm gonna just leave it at 9.5. But this is this the CAO, man, guys, top quality. One of the best cigars we've reviewed. Buy this cigar. And gambling wise, guys, watch those parlays. I'm the parlay king. There, none of the other, nobody holds a cigar or a light to me on my parlays. Like I'm not the parlay king. That's not the name of the channel. That's not like if I'm making a parlay, I might lose it, but it's a good parlay. It's not no fucking 5 pick, 4 pick with these other guys. I mean, do what you want to do. I'm still making. I'm not out here stealing people's money. You know, I'm not lying to people, which is good. Like a lot of these guys, I'm telling you guys, all these guys watch the. There are a lot of people that were in this sphere that they've changed and they're different now. You know, I mean, I don't have the viewership, but my money's good. You know, I bet real money, right? Like, I don't even know if these people do bet what they bet. We don't know that. I bet that shit. I'm losing my money. When I lose, and I tell you something, like Cachoeira and Kevin Vieta, I'm going to parlay them. I already have them on the money line. Right? And if you look at the history of what I did say, I lost bets. I lose my bets. I lost a lot of them. But I bet it, which is very different. I think you guys have to understand that, like, you are watching people that don't gamble. I gamble. I bet. Like, my shit. I keep telling you guys. I tried to emphasize that to you guys so much, and it seems like what does it seem like? It seems like I'm hating on people, and I'm not. I'm just stating the obvious, right? I'm stating the obvious. These guys tell you their picks, and I like Fight Night picks. Those kids, like, they're just telling you what their picks are, but they're not gambling it. Like, I stand. I don't have to stand by it. I don't have to. There's no accountability when I make a bad pick because I'm losing my own money. So there's no that doesn't need to be accountability because I lost my own money. I lost my own money when I make a bad pick. Make a bad play. I lose. And I think that's like something you guys don't get. Like, because you watch these shows, you watch these guys about MMA, and you're comfortable with it. You like watching them, and you're comfortable with what they're telling you, but they're not putting their money where their mouth is. My money is where my mouth is, with the cigars, with the beers, and the Cabo at the end of the month. I need Cabo money. I need to make enough money to pay my rent, pay my bills, and still gamble. None of those guys ever mentioned that shit. So you hear with me, and you know, if you made it this far, you are about better because you are about that shit. We're about that life. Guys don't know. You're even after this, you're gonna still go watch somebody else's channel. You're gonna watch their analysis, and you're gonna, you know, it's okay. It's all right. I mean, I don't want to. I keep on hating on people, but I'm a genuine gambler, and I never thought of myself being as a gambler, but I am. I'm like, I'm like a legit. I'm a gambler. I drink, I smoke, and I gamble. That's. I should almost change that to the fucking uh, name of the channel. But we are about better about betting about being a other shit. You know, it's not just the gambling, right, guys? Love bringing these smokes, bringing you these beers. I'm trying to bring people to quality of life, value of life, right? Like that's what this channel really is about. About better is about that. It isn't just, it just isn't about the gambling, which is good. Like I got the fucking picks, right? Phantom Smeagol was asking. I already mentioned earlier. I got the Timex chronograph. Excellent watch. Excellent watch. This watch is beautiful. I need to put it on a better clasp. This is the Waterbury chrono. Dude, you could buy this for $79, bro. Maybe less, $69. I paid more. It's less than what I paid for right now. It's less than what I paid for right now. One of the best buys under $100 for a watch. I need that watch money. Need that watch? I want a Bulova space watch. I want a that's on my list, like 3 top tier lists. Here it goes. Here's another list for you guys. 3 top tier lists under $500 or about $600, $700. Because the PRX 80 is like $680. I want that PRX 80 in the green, which is like $620. I want the Bulova Moonwatch, which is like $400. Right? I want every single Seiko Presage, which is around, which all of them are around that $400 range, and they make like 8 models of them. I'll take them all, guys. Make that watch money. Like I hope that I'm gonna make money in this. I hope that I can make this money this weekend. Because, dude, guys, we make money. I make money. Not just working. I make money on the gambling side, too. I wish I was, like, up to date when I'm live betting, gave you all the picks. We had a Discord. I make money. I'm not losing. How do I afford these cigars? How do I afford the fucking goddamn good ass beer? I'm not faking over here, guys. I'm not being a top G. I'm drinking better beer than those guys. smoking better cigars, making better picks than them, right? At the end of the day, I'm making better picks. With MMA, this is a good gambling channel because what I do, I make money. I've lost money. Trust me. Maybe not long. Like I almost broke even for the year. So maybe what I put out here in the picks isn't the best. It isn't. I live bet. I man, but even still, I don't lie to people. And I appreciate all the people in this sphere that actually like make bets. And not just talk the talk. This is not a talker's, like I'm talking, but this is a gambler's channel. It's a smoker's channel. This is a fucking beer drinking, watch having, money having channel. Money winning channel. Like, if when I wanted to quit, I didn't want to quit. I can't. I thought that I lost money last year, but I don't know if I broke even. I teetered at that point. You know what I mean? But I still think that other things that I mentioned, like buy a watch, you know, whatever it is, buy a gold chain. You want to buy a gold chain, buy a gold chain with your winnings. You know, buy a secured credit card. Put more money in your 401k. Buy a residential property. That's my next thing is getting another property. That's the next goal. And what there happens with the gambling winnings, great. I wish it would. But I have to say, my gambling has helped my credit. Because I'm on the plus side on, you know, I banked some of that. I took some of the guys. When you win money, here's my best piece of advice. When you win money, invest it in something. Right? Whether it's property, a new watch, silver, gold. Not jewelry. Jewelry, you don't have to go. Just buy gold. Like, invest it back into something that you can't touch. Because the silver I have and the gold I have, I can't fuck with. Right? I have a big old chain. I don't have that shit. I have a Rolex. I like this fucking goddamn. This Timex is fucking dope. This is a fucking $70 Timex. This thing is dope. I'd rather have my $70 in my Timex than, you know, would I love a Rolex? Sure. I'm gonna have a Rolex, guys. Patek. Maybe I get a Patek Philippe. Maybe. When my son gets my watch collection, when I passed away, my watch box over there, it's still going to be worth a couple of $1,000. With Timexes and Seikos and Citizens and Hamiltons, it's still going to be worth money, right? It's what watches you choose. This is a beautiful watch. This Waterbury, I'm telling you guys, for under $100, this is a beautiful watch. Might go up about it. If it doesn't matter. Maybe my son only gets like fucking 20. It won't matter to me because I just want him to have the watch. Because I wore it, right? I wore it and it means something to me. It's beautiful to me. Maybe he enjoys it. After I'm done with it. I paid $20 for the goddamn watch band. So it's not about that shit until when we're at the game, because we are the game. We are about MMA gambling. So guys, I'm going to MMA gamble, right? I love MMA gambling. I'm about that shit. I love it. I enjoy it. It pays for my cigars. I want it to be watch money, Pandora money for my girlfriend, Cabo money to travel. Like, we're going to Cabo. So we need to make money, a little money this week. I would say hold off this week, guys. I'm on Cachueta and Caitlin Vieta, and I might parlay some props with them too. But that's what I'm about. We're about better. And then I have to save money for the condo and all these. I don't know what these other guys do. They fucking look the same. They never go anywhere. They never do anything. Yes, the picks speak for themselves. But at the same time, my lifestyle is genuine. Ain't no fake taint over here. No taint. No fake. Right? When you come here, you get the real. The metal. You get the real shit. Just like Nate Diaz and Diaz brothers. Like, I'd love to have dinner with those guys. They're not number 3. Because they come in a pair. I think they have to be number 3. Yeah, they're number 3. They're number 3. Number 1, Chael Sonnen. Number 2, Michael Bisping. Number 3, the Diaz brothers. Who are you guys going to have dinner with? Let me know in the chat, in the Discord. Who do you want to have dinner with? Maybe me. I think me as dinner would be a better. I'm a great dinner partner. I think you guys should have me as one of your top dinner MMA dinner partners. Because who's going to talk more about MMA? Who's going to have an opinion? Who's going to have good food? This guy. I'm going to enjoy with you. Who's going to make you feel and you enjoy your meal other than me? I should be in your top 3, top 10. Not top 3, but top 10. Because most of these guys, most of these fighters aren't very interesting. Let's expand it. All right. I mentioned my top 3. Who you want to have dinner with? Chael Sonnen, number 1. Michael Bisping, number 2. The Diaz brothers, number 3. Who's number 4 and 5? Oh, John Bone Jones, number 4. So we got 4. Got 4 of them there. Who you got number 5? Interesting. I'm going to go outside of fighters for number 4. Or number 5, I'm sorry. I'm going to go outside of number 5 for... Who would you choose Morello or Rogan as number 5. You know what? Are you guys? If you know me, you already know how I lean. Or Big John McCarthy, right? Big John McCarthy, underrated. He's number 6 or 5. Or Boss Rudin. Boss Rudin. Let me know in the comment section once you guys watch this shit. If you do watch this shit, who your top 5 fighters that you would have dinner with. Number 1, simple, Chael Sonnen. Number 2, simple, Michael Bisping. 3 through 5. 3, 4, 5. The Diaz brothers, for me, 3. I'm just kind of his number is 3, both of them. 4, 5 gets a little dicey because I might choose non MMA guys. You know. Sakuraba. He'd be my number 4. Sakuraba. Japanese dude. Shit, I want to party with Conor McGregor, number 5. Who else are you going to want to party with? Have a good meal with? I think that's a good list right there. Top food, top list of who you want to have dinner with. Number 1, Chael Sonnen. Number 2, Michael Bisping. Number 3, the Diaz brothers. And number 4, Sakuraba. Number 5, Conor McGregor. That's a good list right there. That's a good list. You're having a good time with all those people. Fans of Smeagol, yes, I have dive watches. Here's my thing about dive watches. Dive watches are irrelevant, especially if you're like snorkeling and surfing. Especially the colored ones. Phantom Smeagol, my favorite dive watch is not a Rolex. It's actually an Omega. The Omega Seamaster with the waves in it. I want one of those. I don't have it yet. Okay, maybe we get that watch. We have to work hard to get it. I don't. I'm not a. I was a PADI certified scuba diver. I'm more of a snorkeler. I don't like scuba diving. Not a scuba diving fan, and I would not. And as I have a dive watch, I have a Sunto watch dive watch, or you wear a different watch than those. You're like GPS, like all these fancy. I wouldn't wear. You wouldn't even wear those. You wear a dive watch. And as far as like dive watches go that are affordable, because I'm an affordable mechanical watch guy, Sunto. It gives you your GPS, gives you your temperature, it has a compass on it. Like that's like it's like only fucking you can get an old one for $100. I have a dive watch, supposedly a dive watch. This was my I thought it was a different green. So the Seiko 5, can't do wrong with this watch. Great lume. And here's why I would not surf or dive with this watch. It had that green dial. You can't tell from here. It gives the fish effect. Right? Like guys that wear dive watches are idiots with the color. Even black. I want my dive watch to give me information. This thing is like a lure. Sharks see this thing, you're a target. And I love this watch. Believe me, I love this watch. I love it. This thing is fucking beautiful. Seiko 5s, $200. I'd rather have this than a Rolex. 100 meters, water resistance. What else do I like about this watch? Well, I won't dive with this thing. Because look at it. It's like this thing is going to get me killed. Like, I don't want that shit. So, yes, I have dive watches. But that's not me. I'm not a dive watch guy. I'm more a dress watch guy. If you haven't noticed. Oh, shit. If you haven't noticed, I'm more of a dress watch. If you haven't watched this channel, hey, Phantom, Spiegel, get that Seamaster. Get it. Like, I wouldn't dive with it, right? Because you don't need it. You don't need it. You have a different instrument to help you dive. But if you want a style watch, I'd rather dive with this thing. My Sunto. That's my Sunto. Has a compass in it. I'd dive with this thing. I don't mind having expensive watches. But guys, I don't mind that. But the Omega line is the best for the money. Great resale value. Great watch. But there are other watches out there, guys. I start my own channel on fucking goddamn watches. Like, I'm going to get the Bulova Space Watch. Going to have it. Mention you guys. Bulova Space Watch. But all the love the Sunto. If I dove, I would probably wear this. But I don't need it. Like, I don't need a watch. Because I'm not diving. The Seiko 5, best dive watch, class, sophistication. For $200, this watch is the best you could buy. I guarantee this is the most, it's beautiful. Seiko movement, Japanese movement, the best watch you could buy. I thought it was a little more Hulk green. It's more turquoise. But this is my best buy of 2022. On gambling. Gambling paid for this. I just got into watches, and all these watches, everything I show on watches is paid for by gambling earnings. Like, so I do, like, I need watch money is what I say now. You know, I need watch money. You know, because that's my not my passion, but my hobby. You know, like I need watch money. So when I win money, I flip it back into watches or silver or gold. I got gold. I got silver over there. That's the other thing you guys don't do. Is you guys don't save your money. You guys flip it back into. I always, no matter how much what I buy, I always or win in my gambling, is I always flip it back into something tangible. Watches, or maybe this doesn't end up being $100 for my son. Beautiful watch, but that's what I'm going to buy. When I gamble, I don't think of winning money. I think of winning watch money. And soon to be winning more retirement money or something else. But you have to, that's a good visualization. When you visualize yourself getting, what is it that you guys are gambling for? What do you want box money? You want the box mattress money? Nobody sees the mattress. Nobody knows that you have money if it's under your mattress. I gamble for watch money. And I have no embarrassment, no shame saying that. I want that watch money. Because the watches range from anywhere from, this one's 200, only $200. This is a diver watch. You mentioned a diver watch. This is $200. I don't think of it as a diver watch. And I'm not even a dive, because I dive. Like, we're going to go to Cabo. We're going, like, all these guys with these nice watches, these diver watches, they don't even get in the water. They don't even get in the water. That's what's so funny to me. They talk shit on my watches, what I do to my watches, that I put a NATO strap on there. They don't even dive. Phantom Smeagol, when was the last time you were in the ocean? You aren't even in the ocean. And you're talking about dive watches. I love that shit. It's like, either you skate or you don't. I mean, I'm an older guy, and all these guys have these skateboards, like the skateboards, they come these reissues, and they call them on a build. Build. I wanna build. Say, man, come on, dude. You don't even skate. You don't even skate. Surfers with a quiver. They got the fucking boards behind them, you know, and they surf like, yeah, they surf. I'm sure. I mean, that's my thing with all these people. Is the watches I don't want to have to use. Am I ever going to space? No. You want the Omega Seamasters Space Edition? Yes. You want the Rolex Daytona? Yes. That's a watch I want. Damn it. All right, guys. That's a watch I want. The Seamaster. Yeah, that's good. Here's a better question. Am I happy with my fucking goddamn $79 Timex? Yes. I got a $20 Casio I'll show you again. I've shown it to other people. Nice watch. You guys got it twisted. I have a great under $200. This isn't the most expensive watch I have, but this is one of them. Because if you want the Seiko 5, you're gonna have to spend like $220 for it. I got a $1,000 watch. I got a couple of them. I have $2,000 watches. You know, but what are my favorite watches? Right now, the Sunto is. That's my favorite watch. It was once like $1,000. Now you get $100. It's like 20 years old. I still got it. You know why it's my favorite watch? It's my favorite watch because it has a compass. It has a compass in it, guys. A compass. I know where I'm at. It has an altimeter. So if I go up in the air, I know where I'm at. Right? This is my favorite watch. Because it's useful to me. And it's tough as fuck. It's tough as fuck. It's scratched already. It's tough as fuck. My brother also gave it to me, so it has more sentimental value. He didn't realize that I still had it. He gave me this like 20 years ago. He didn't realize that I still have it. You know? That means a lot to me. So this is one of my favorite watches. You guys, it's all what you want to spend and what you want to do. On that level, it's different. But when you win and you're gambling, I don't think it's a bad thing to buy a watch. I don't think it's a bad thing to buy a watch. I want watch money. You know? made a long stream. Nobody's here, but hey, get that watch money. Get that watch money, guys. This cigar, still 9.5. Could have been better. Still could be better. It's up there in the. I can't believe that CAO. I used to diss these cigars. I used to diss these cigars so hard. Oh man, this thing is good. I enjoy smoking a cigar with you guys. I enjoy talking about cigars with you guys. I enjoy talking about watches with you guys. I wish we talked more MMA. It's all right. It's okay. We know that we know about MMA. And guys, always, if you made it this far, you are about better. So good. Mm. Yummy. Yummy rating. I didn't mention that. This cigar has a yummy rating. And the yummy rating is very good. Guys, as always, I'm going to enjoy the last portion of this cigar by myself because we're definitely buzzed. But if you made it this far, you are about better.